here.
Hey, welcome back.
And I don't know if I should call you Etiquette or
No,
Jeremy.
no, I am not etiquette.
You're-
I'm in no way etiquette.
Why is that? What does etiquette mean to you?
Well, etiquette would be proper and correct, and that's the last thing I am.
So etiquette of death?
The Etiquette of Death is the show in which I have become immersed.
And what does this mean?
So this show...
Do you like old black and white movies?
Sure.
Speaking to you makes me think of an old black and white movie.
Well, that's interesting. Actually, yes, I do live in black and white. I know you're in color, but I'm in black and white.
How do you know I'm in color? Don't judge a book.
I can see the colors right here.
Yeah, but you never know.
Well,
And you are in black and
I'm
white.
in
That
black
is
and
true.
white.
That is true. All right,
Just
maybe.
black.
Point
yes,
made.
yes. Well, they only let you below 14th Street if you're in black.
That's it, right
Is
there.
that it?
Oh, absolutely. If you're not dressed in black and have your copy of Catcher in the Rye, you're not allowed in Greenwich.
Catcher in the
I
Rye.
was
Yes, it's a requirement.
On 13th Street.
They issue it to you when you get an apartment in the village. It's right there. Instead of a Gideon Bible, they have Catcher in the Rye.
I read it.
Yes, it's terrible.
You didn't like it?
Oh, it's such a whiny book. I mean,
It's
come on.
preppy, though.
It's whiny.
It's the epitome of preppy.
Yeah, I like On the Road. If you want to talk about coming of age books, I like On the Road.
Yeah, so we go get that one?
Yes.
Who wrote it?
Jack Kerouac, of course.
Oh, I love Jack Kerouac.
The book by Jack Kerouac called On the Road. That would be the one. Yeah.
And did you grow up on that book?
Sure. Yeah, I cut my teeth on that one. Absolutely. That gave me the wanderlust and the general come to New York and be a beatnik. Because see, I don't want to be a hippie, right? I want to be a beatnik.
Why is that?
Well, because the hippies are all like love and peace and everything's wonderful, and the beatniks are like, yeah, whatever, let's do some drugs.
Oh, hippies didn't do drugs?
They did, but they were like peace and love and everybody's happy, and the beatniks were like, we're not happy, we're going to do drugs now.
So what kind of drugs did you do?
Anything I can get my hands on.
Yeah?
I'll try anything 3 times, and then after that, if I don't like it, I won't do it.
Oh, so you give it the 3 strikes, you're out?
Yeah, because, the first time you might not be doing it right. So you give it a couple of tries, you check with some experts, you make sure.
So what was the last drug you did?
The most recent drug would definitely be marijuana, yes.
Okay, that seems
Would you like to know how recent?
Yeah, like 5 minutes ago?
Would you like to go smell it out in the street?
And what's your favorite way of intake? Do you roll it in a joint
no,
or
I have
pipe?
a wonderful pipe. It's a built-in lighter and pipe in one unit.
Oh, I've seen those, I
They're
think. Like the lighter goes right
Well,
over
they're
it.
connected. See, it's connected, so I don't have to do anything.
Oh, I never saw that
Wow.
one before.
It's like a screwdriver.
Wow, don't leave home without
Yeah,
it,
that's
huh?
right. So this is completely ready to go. I don't have to think about it. I just pull it out of my pocket and we're done.
Now, does that one like make smoke not go anywhere? Is that one of those?
It's a little bit smokeless. It could be a lot better.
So could you do it on the subway? Take that mic
Oh.
because I don't hear you. See, I'm always loud no matter what.
Yeah, no, what I carry, I don't have it with me now, but if I'm not in New York City, I carry a little device that you can blow through and it changes the smell of the smoke.
Oh, what does it turn it into? Like skunk?
Vanilla.
Vanilla! Today's vanilla milkshake
That's right,
day! This is in
exactly.
favor of you!
That's right.
Can you pick your
Amazing.
flavor or is it only vanilla? I want to see
Yeah,
that!
I used to like, you haven't been to Amsterdam, but you really should go.
I want to go. I want to go with you.
Yes, you love that. When I was no problem, we could work that out. But when I was in Amsterdam, I always got the banana milkshakes.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was like, it was next to having a meal. I was like, all I could afford, so I'd get the banana milkshake. And the thing they have in Amsterdam, they used to have, the automatic food dispensary.
Okay, like the automat.
Yeah, the automat. So in Amsterdam, they still got the automats.
Ah.
Everywhere automats. So in the middle of the night, when you want food, you go get a little croquette, and you get a little vanilla milkshake or banana milkshake. Keeps you going.
Wow.
All the town.
So where are you from?
I'm from Boston, actually.
Oh, Boston is a theme, you see.
Good town,
Boston
good town, good
crowd
town.
today.
Wow.
Good place to be from. I wouldn't recommend moving to Boston.
Now, were you in the outskirts of Boston or?
No, Boston.
Are you
is,
trying to escape Boston?
It was not hard to escape Boston.
It's only 3 hours away.
Exactly. So I just came to New York as soon as they would let me leave Boston, which was when I was old enough.
Yeah, and then you never left, right?
And then I never.
But that's what New York's about. It's like,
once it gets under your skin, it doesn't matter if you move away, you're still under it.
well, thank God. Exactly.
It's like a disease. Once you catch it, it's always in your blood.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's kind
It's
of.
very disease.
You think?
New York City is definitely a disease. It's an
So
addiction.
say if
and a
you're from
disease.
here. So if you're from here, you're
If you're
just
from here,
born
you're-
infected?
That's right. Then you can never be cured. If you're not from here, maybe if you live somewhere else for like 20 years and you really, really don't want to have the New York bug, you can possibly get rid of it. But
I
Very
love
true,
New York.
very
So
true.
tell me about Etiquette of Death.
So the Etiquette of Death is a Chris Tanner production. Chris is a wonderful visual artist and performing artist, been working downtown for many years, and so he's one of the sort of coveted artists of the La Mama Theater group.
Wow.
And La Mama is a venerable experimental theater house all over the world.
Institution.
And of course, Ellen Stewart died last year, and they're having their 50th anniversary season this year. So Chris was picked to be the final production
How
of the 50th
amazing.
anniversary season.
That's cool.
So Chris pulled together all the best artists you could get a hold of: Penny Arcade, John
Love
Jessup,
her.
Julie Atlas Muses, choreographing, Everett Quinton from the Ridiculous Theater, and then they asked me to be the musical director.
How cool
So
is that?
it's an honor for me to be in the company of these amazing people: Augusto Machado, amazing legends on stage, and I get to lead the band. So it's
Wow.
it's
How
an
many
amazing-
piece band?
It's a 7-piece band with myself, and we got a horn section and dynamite and love it. You gotta come
So
see
what
it.
are the dates?
So we opened last weekend. We're running again this weekend, Thursday through Sunday. Sunday shows at 2:30 this week, but Thursday through Saturday 7:30 shows at La Mama. And then the next weekend is the closing weekend, Thursday through Saturday, again at 7:30, and the closing night, July 1st, is a 5:30 show.
And La Mama is?
La Mama is 66 East 4th Street. That's
Yes.
the Ellen Stewart Theater, not the little theater. We're in the big theater.
Wow. And it's been there for
Since the 60s.
Yeah.
She got
so
in there in
since the
early
hippies and the
60s.
beatniks.
Absolutely right. The Beatniks were still around when Ellen was starting out, and then she was there through the hippies, through the punks, through the coke addicts, and right up until the empty heads of today.
Wow. So like we remember that street, you know, crack vials used to be all over those streets.
I've been
I can't find one. When's the
They're on
last
the
time
beach
you
now.
saw a crack vial?
They
Well,
give you bags now.
we could.
Oh, that's why.
We could
What
discuss
you
that.
learn on my
It's
show?
a whole different
Do
situation.
you remember that though? They'd be
Of
everywhere.
course.
You couldn't
when
walk.
when my girlfriend first moved to her apartment, it was just layered.
Yeah,
Layered with crack
that's what it was
vials.
like. What was that? The
That was
80s?
the charm of it. I don't like the cleaned up village. I liked it back when it was dangerous and scary.
Dangerous.
the dangerous kitchen.
I mean, Avenue D. It's the funniest
Right, well,
thing.
even going past Avenue A got
You wouldn't,
scary.
yeah.
Right. And now 7th Street between C and D, that used to be the scariest
It's the
block of
chicest block
squatters.
of-
Right, it's now the fanciest block in the whole
I
city.
know.
It's crazy, right?
It's true.
Yeah,
I was
that's it for
walking
you.
the other day down the street and I hear these people talking behind me and I wasn't even looking, but then I realized it's like a realtor and a kid looking for an apartment, and he said, "You just lost out on the best deal yesterday on Avenue D." He says it was a 2-bedroom apartment for $2,500, and I turned around and I was like, "Where?" And he says, 9th and D. Now,
D, where the squatters
oh
used to
my
be.
God! I used to have a bandmate that lived on 8th and D. You had to like walk through.
Mm-hmm.
The
You ever go
people.
into any of those spots? Yeah, those are
And
scary. Those are scary.
It's
Great
so
stuff.
different. I mean, I'm glad I lived it then, but I don't care how it is
I miss it.
now.
I miss the old Times Square too. I don't
It's-
like the cleaned up Times Square. I like it when it was porn and
That's what it was.
anything.
It was. Just
Do you have a
Pre-Disney.
favorite? Do you have a favorite memory of Times Square during
Oh,
those days?
sure,
I want to
absolutely.
hear
I
it.
remember I first came to New York as a kid. I was like, 13, 14, still fresh to New York, and I was here for New Year's Eve.
Okay.
So what it must have been like, 1978, and so the next day, New Year's Day, I was wandering around Times Square, and it was empty. I'd never seen it like this as a kid. It was just like a ghost town, confetti blowing around and stuff like that. And that to me was the essence of my old memory of Times Square. Was like being alone with all the dangerous, scary
Right.
porn and temptations.
Well, there was.
And I remember getting fake IDs in Times
I
Square back then.
know.
It was a great amusement park.
It was. It was a lot seedier, and it's hard being a kid today.
Oh,
They have cell phones. They have 21. They have to be.
Oh, it's a whole.
There's too much accountability.
So horrible. I'm a mother. Trust me.
It's a very different deal now being a kid. When we were kids, it was much more fun.
You could be much more.
Irreverent was in, now like believing in stuff isn't cool anymore.
And they know everything from the internet. There's nothing to experiment
Well,
with.
nothing wrong with that. Though.
You
I'm
do
very
bath
happy
salts and
about.
become a zombie.
I'm very
I
happy
mean,
about the internet.
I am too. I love the internet.
Absolutely, and me and machines were just like that. In fact, I'm actually the very first machine rights activist. So if you come and see my show, my TV show is at weirdos.com.
Yes.
And you can hear all about my efforts to fight for the rights of machines.
Give us an example.
Well, the point is, like animals, the machines at this point in time can't speak up for themselves. Of course, in the future, they'll be able to.
Like Robot on Lost in Space?
That sort of thing.
Terminator.
That's right. So, in the absence of their having a voice, someone has to step up and say, look, machines. Now, of course, you don't want to imagine machines to be like people. If you personify machines, well, they don't like that. But, you have to understand that they have their own way of being and they deserve our
like
respect
a car?
and love. Yes, cars are machines. Even
Yeah.
a toilet is a machine.
Okay.
And you have to treat your toilet with respect.
Wait,
why,
are
right?
the old kinds that you go like this?
Everything is a machine. If it's got moving parts and it does something, that's a machine.
Okay.
I
So
agree
we
with
think
you.
of machines as only things
So
you
is
plug
this
in.
barrette a machine?
Not really. No.
'Cause it
That's
has
a
moving
device.
parts.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it doesn't. You can't.
No, it has to turn on its own.
I want to just be clear on
Yeah,
this.
no, that's an object.
That's,
but
that's,
a
that's
machine.
discrimination against the right.
That's for someone other activist. You want to be an object activist? Go right ahead. I'm in favor of the machine.
Okay, all right.
I'm voting for the machines here. So
Okay.
yes, so the machines have called on me from the future to come to the past and help you all understand how important they are.
Now that thing that you smoke your little substance
That's a
out of,
machine,
is that a
sure.
machine?
Well, the lighter itself is a machine,
Right.
and so then putting that together with the pipe is a further enhancement of that lighting machine.
Now, have you been to Jamaica?
No, I'm not really up for the sunny climate so much. I'm kind of a cold and
So what are you
rainy
going to
guy.
do today? It's pretty sunny out
Yeah,
there.
it's rough for me. I try and stay in the coffin as much as possible on days like today.
Yeah, what color's your coffin?
It's a nice chestnut brown.
And what color is the inside?
Velvet red, usual.
That sounds
Nothing
right.
special. A little satin, nothing special.
So what do you think of the new episode of True Blood? I'm hearing mixed things about it.
I'm not a True Blood fan. I'm an originalist. I just saw Dark Shadows. and
Did you
I
like it?
recommend
I was.
yes.
You do
I
recommend
think it was
it.
fantastic.
So how was Michelle Pfeiffer?
Michelle Pfeiffer was the absolute breakout performance of the movie.
Yes.
Everyone was great. It's a terrific cast, but she really got
I-
that 70s Valley of the Dolls style.
Oh, my
Perfect.
daughter woke up the other day and she said, "Mommy, I had a dream and I was writing a book called Valley of the Dogs."
Hey, let's pitch that to Fox this
I
year.
know,
We're
I
going to
know.
do a
I
remake
shouldn't
of
have
Valley of
said
the
it.
Dolls, but with dogs.
Yes,
It's going to be great.
she had the
It's
dream.
going to be 3D animation.
She
with
made
the
me
dogs
read Valley of the
talking.
Dolls. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Read, wow.
Uh-huh.
Books.
That's
huh?
amazing.
She read it
I heard about
first.
Valley of the Dolls.
And
I heard about books. They were like on paper.
They were in the library.
Libraries, right? I remember.
The library
libraries.
is a machine.
No, the library has machines in it.
Yes.
The library is a building.
So you don't read? Now I don't feel so bad.
No, reading is overrated. At this point, I just have all the information directly pumped into my brain. It's much quicker.
So do you have a skeleton you'd like to share from your closet?
So many, of course, and I thought exactly which one I should break out here. But I think my most shameful skeleton I can reveal to you now. And I can't believe I'm going to say this in public, but it's true. It's true. I swear this is true. I know this is hard to believe, but I spent 2 whole years. Oh, I'm so ashamed of this.
Go ahead.
I lived in Cleveland.
Oh wow, I was just there.
Cleveland rocks.
I
I'm so
just
sorry.
was there.
Was that bad?
Hey, have you been there?
I was just
It's a
there.
freaking toilet, man. I'm ashamed of that.
It's a machine.
Oh, no.
Here you go. Have some vanilla
I
shake.
don't know if I would
And
do
the website, etiquette.
Well, the etiquette of death is at lamama.org.
Okay.
If you go there. And this is very strange vanilla. And then, is there like some liquor in there?
There might be.
That's great. And then my website is weirdos.com. So you can go there, and of course that will lead you to everything else.
I so thank you for visiting us.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. You
Thank
have a
you
lot
very
of
much
fun.
for
Come back
coming.
anytime.
All right.
Thank you. We'll be back. Thank you so
We'll be
much.
back.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. These tears that I